You're listening to the Online Entrepreneur Experience with Jarrett Jenny and John Olson, aka CHeeRz.
Welcome to the next episode. That's Jarrett Jenny, aka SWR. I'm John Olson, aka CHeeRz. What do we got going on today, brother?
Hey, I'm pumped up. You know, we're gonna talk a little bit about making a game. And I wish I could edit some of this stuff. Not super familiar with editing on the Zoom platform, but I sent you a picture a few weeks ago, if you remember, and it was me as a little kid next to a snack stand, and I was like 7 or 8, you know. And without going too much into detail on all that stuff, if you make making money a game, it makes it fun and you're motivated to keep coming back. And as long as I've been alive, I've always wanted to hustle and try to do different things to make money. So that snack stand started it. Fast forward to middle school, I literally found a spare locker in the school and I bought a lock for it. I stockpiled that locker with snacks, and then people had a subscription. If they paid me once a week, they got the lock code, they could go in and pick stuff out. That got shut down obviously by the administration, but always trying to hustle. And my late uncle, bless his heart, he he set the tone for me. He was a multi-millionaire, but everything was always a game to him. So I think that's a huge key in finding financial success, is to make it a game.
Absolutely. Freaking, one of my buddies, when I lived down south, I don't live there anymore, but he did 18 years in a factory, and they laid him off. Well, pretty much fired him because the company shut down.
Yeah.
Well, his lifelong dream was to have a hot dog stand.
Oh.
And he took, you know who I'm talking about. He took his money, bought a $2,500 hot dog cart, drug it behind his Ford Escape, maybe it's called, rusted out completely. Started out on the corner, just hustling dogs, relish, mustard, and ketchup.
Yeah.
That was his lifelong dream. Well, now he's making like $600 a day.
Oh yeah.
Selling hot dogs.
This
and he's
is
like, I don't
Vegas?
know why. No, he's in southern Minnesota.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. So he's like, why didn't I do this earlier? And I'm like, well, because you were scared.
Yeah.
It's your paradigm, that's what people do. They wake up, they go to work. You can walk down any given street, I guarantee you, in your town, and ask people why they go to work.
Mm-hmm.
They won't have an answer. They're just going to say, well, because everybody does, and that's what we do.
And I got to pay bills.
Well, pay bills. Pay bills until the day you die, which sucks.
Mm-hmm.
So when you actually start making it a game to make money, I thought somebody was coming. Nope. All right, good. They're not coming up my deck. But anyway, think of it like playing pool.
Yeah.
If you're playing, I don't want to say it's betting because that's stressful. But if you are a shark and you are making money daily by doing that, that's an amazing thing. You actually you have fun doing it.
Yeah.
That's the problem with money. People don't relate fun with money unless they're spending it.
Yeah.
But it should be equivalent to earning it.
Yeah.
Be like, this is going to be awesome. I'm going to earn all this money and do all this stuff. Does that make sense at all?
Yeah, absolutely. And just to kind of tie into that a little bit, if you guys look, the shirt John's wearing right now, so we use it for this podcast, that's both of our brands on there, but those are the work shirts I made when I started my automotive YouTube channel and auto repair business, essentially. And I do that to stay active. I love physically working on cars. I just said it in a post I made, everyone's an artist. It just might not be painting, it could be cars, it could be bicycles, it could be gardening, but you find that thing that you love to do and you do it, And when I first started and I got my first couple jobs and the person handed me a check or handed me cash, it felt great, because I set the price, I did the work. It was 100% me. When I worked at the dealership, they got rid of paper checks within the first 2 years I was there. And I didn't like that. You know, it was direct deposit, so it was convenient, but you don't get to the physical act of like receiving the money. And it just kind of puts you in that kind of like vegetative state of like, oh, I guess I'll show up here every day and I'm gonna make money, but I'm never gonna see it. I'm never gonna touch it, you know? And that takes away from the game.
Oh, big time. Yeah. I mean, I love direct deposit. I mean, I prefer it, but getting that physical touch to anything, like, you know, like I keep a pocket full of cash and like always like it's money. You know why I do that?
So you know you have money, you can visualize it.
Yeah. Well, the more you touch something and the more you recognize, or what the heck, I can't figure the word right now, but the more you touch something, the more it's real.
Yeah.
And it's called abundance. So I always have like, I don't know what's in there. I haven't counted it. I don't really care. I just keep putting money in my pocket. It's probably $300 to $400 just in my front pocket. And then I keep all my big bills in my back pocket. But it makes you realize that you are abundant at all times. Every time I reach in my pocket, like, I don't want to admit, well, I don't give a shit. I smoke cigarettes.
Yeah.
So every time I reach in my pocket to grab my lighter, I'm touching all this money, and it's like, yeah, and it just keeps flowing towards you because you're in a money mindset. Does that make sense?
Yeah. And it's sad, but more people can relate to it if you look at it in a negative sense. You know, if you, like you said the other day, you said it in one of your manifestation videos, if you stub your toe and all of a sudden you're thinking about that all the time and you're like, God damn it, I stubbed my toe, this day is gonna suck. If you start looking for all the bad things in your day, it's gonna make you have a bad day. But it can also work in a good way. You know, if, like you said, I love having cash on me, and I love when customers hand me either a physical check or money because it feels real. And that's a huge, you know, it all starts in your brain. And if you can figure that out and make it a game and try to take the stress out of it, because I mean, we're adults, we have bills, and money shouldn't be stressful. It should never be stressful. It should be something that you're doing what you love and you're making money so that it's a game and it's just going to keep compounding. Don't think of money as, okay, my mortgage is $1,200. I need to make $1,200 and then be done there, because then it's not a game anymore. It's just something you have to do. Say, I'm going to go out and make $3,000, right? And you might not hit it every single time. Everyone has this misconstrued concept that manifestation and like mental awareness, I'm gonna call it, means that there's just some sort of magic people have figured out. And if you touch a dollar, poof, $500 is gonna appear. No, it doesn't work like that. It's a set of belief systems that you have to train your brain to use to benefit you.
Absolutely. And that's just it. What happens is once you start manifesting, there's going to be opportunities around every corner, but you're going to start realizing them.
Yeah.
That's the thing with manifestation. You're going to start realizing that there's things that are around you, like opportunity at every door.
Yep.
It might be a text message. It might be something, you know, somebody in a grocery store, like, well, I need my tire changed.
Yep.
You know, I got a flat tire. Well, help that person.
Yeah.
That person is going to actually pay you, hopefully.
Yeah.
But it's opportunity. Like, I was at a local grocery store and this guy hit a deer. And I was like, all right. And I was like, take pictures of everything, because he made it to the grocery store.
Right.
But his fan on the front was clipping. So I actually like bent everything back for him because he was an elderly gentleman. You know, I was strong enough to actually pull stuff away from his fan, and he was heading up to a different town.
Yep.
He ended up giving me $1,000 on the spot.
Crap.
Yeah. And I was like, you know, that's opportunities. That's how you start manifesting. You're in a good mood. You start thinking about money as its energy, and, you know, be positive about it.
Yep. And
Don't be like, go ahead.
Yeah, no, and you're totally right. Your mindset is everything, and more you're gonna see the good in situations more if you keep a positive mindset. And circling back to money being a game, and don't get me wrong, like all these industries where people have jobs, we need them to survive. But it's when you have a 9-to-5 job, it's gonna take that creativeness away from making money a game, because you're showing up, you're doing the same thing every single day, and that's it, right? So if you have to have that 9-to-5 or you like it, that's great, but make sure you have some sort of creative outlet. No one says that you can have a 9-to-5 and then not have a side hustle, right?
Yeah.
Make it a game in some capacity of your life. I'm not saying that every single person is going to be like me or you and completely quit their job and do their own thing. But you can do these things on the side. If you have a fulfilling career and you're a psychologist, you're a, whatever it is, and you don't want to quit that job, you can still do things for yourself that are going to make money a game, and they're ultimately going to benefit your life.
Absolutely. I could definitely get into, I'm not going to though. I was going to say, why psychologists are so successful.
Ooh, that might be that'd be a good, another episode down the road in the future.
Yeah, because I can break it down to the T why it keeps happening. But I think this was a good one, man.
Yeah, you got us?
Absolutely. That's Jarrett Jenny, aka SWR. I'm John Olson, aka CHeeRz. Stay tuned, subscribe, like, share. Let's get this thing going huge. So I hope you guys enjoyed this.
Always a pleasure, man. We'll talk soon.
Absolutely, man.
Thanks for tuning into the Online Entrepreneur Experience. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any episodes that we're releasing and any of these amazing pieces of value that we're giving out. And if you could take the time out of your day and leave us a review, we would be so grateful. We look forward to seeing you on that next episode.